Hello everybody, 大家好. Welcome to HSK3 Vocabulary and How to Use Them, Part 3. And today we're going to be looking at number 11 to number 15 according to the alphabetic order. And the 5 words for this episode are 办公室, office, 办公室. And number 12 is 帮忙, to help or assist. 帮忙. Number 13 is a strange one. It's called 背. 背. And number 14, 饱, to be full up. 饱. And number 15 is 包, bag, or wrap it up, or wrap. Now let's take a look at all of them one by one. First one, 办公室. 办 is actually a verb. We have talked about that before. The meaning of this Chinese character is to deal with, like to cope with. And for example, 办法, 法 is way, 办 is to deal with, the way to deal with something. So it is a method. And in here we have 办公, and 公 is public. So deal with the public, and 室 is the room. So the room that you are using to deal with the public, an office. Like 室 can be used in many other phrases. 室 can be used in many other words like 卧室, a lying room. Yeah, it's a bedroom. Or 教室, a teaching room, of course, a classroom. Right. And then 办公室, speaking of 办公室, I think the most famous 办公室 would be the Oval Office. There you go. And unfortunately, it's now being occupied by somebody who is very controversial. His Chinese name is 特朗普, right? And he's been called many names. Donald Trump. Unbelievable person. Very, very interesting person as well. So actually, you know what? Why don't we take a moment and take a look at all the names he's been called and how you see that in Chinese. First of all, I believe he's been called a douchebag. A lot of people call him a douchebag. And 混蛋 is pretty much the closest word I can find to mean douchebag. Or he's a businessman. We all know that. But a lot of people would say he's a crooked businessman. And in Chinese, 奸商 would be a crooked businessman. Shang is a business. 奸 is actually means crooked or evil or rape, actually. And so a businessman who metaphorically rape his customers or his employees is a crooked businessman. 奸商. And he's a loose cannon, isn't he? A lot of people will call him a loose cannon with his Twitter and everything. So 大嘴巴, a big mouth in Chinese, would be a very good term to call him a loose cannon. And of course, he is a narcissist. Not just a narcissist, but a quite extreme narcissist with all his hair, his, clothes and his tie, and the way he talks, the way he thinks, and with his fake tan. And so, and in Chinese, to call somebody an extreme narcissist, we use the phrase 自恋狂. 自 self, 恋 love, 狂 is a maniac. So self-loving maniac. There you go. And or some people just call him a madman, a mad person. Okay, so 疯子 is a madman, a mad person. But that's what other people call him. And to be honest with you, I personally think maybe after all these phrases, these colorful schemes, he is actually a genius. Well, just maybe. And the genius in Chinese is 天才. After all, I don't know who said that. There's a very thin line between a madman and a genius, right? So maybe he is a genius, and maybe what I think of him is he's the combination of a genius and all the words that we just talked about. It is very possible. Right, now let's take a look at number 12, 帮忙. I believe we have talked about this word before in somewhere. 帮忙 is to help or assist. 帮 on its own is to help, and 忙 is busy. So literally it means help with the busyness, right? It makes sense. 帮忙，你来帮忙, you come and help. If you break 帮 and 忙 and put something inside, 帮我一个忙, help me a business. That means do me a favor. Now, number 13, we have this Chinese character called 被, and the translation is by, bracket, for passive sentences. What it means is, it's actually the passive voice in English, like I am beaten by a bully, right? Or he was murdered last night. That's the passive voice in English. In Chinese, we use 被 to help with the structure. So basically what you do in Chinese is you put a 被 there and then followed by a verb, an action. So that means this action is being done by whatever. For example, 我被打了. I was beaten. If you want to say by somebody in the sentence, put somebody after 被 or put somebody between 被 and 打. For example, 我被老师打了. I was beaten by the teacher, which still happens nowadays in China, even though hitting students is largely banned in China, but in some areas that still happens. To be honest with you, I mean, some cases I would understand. The students are being a little bit too bold, but generally speaking, I really think that should be banned. That should disappear very, very soon in China, like what happened in the West. You can't just use force to educate students. That's just wrong. Anyway, there's another new use of this word 被 lately, being forced to do something. For example, people would say 他被辞职了. 辞职 is to quit. And 被辞职, he was quit. He was being asked to quit, basically. That's what it means. And another very interesting phrase would be 他被喝茶了. He was asked to drink tea. What do you think that means? Actually, that means if you give a lot of comments or make a lot of remarks that could possibly harm the national security, like if you talk about the government is bad or anything, right? You probably will be asked to drink tea by the government people. So you are asked to drink tea, and you are 被喝茶. I would never say anything that's against the government, so I would never be 被喝茶. Don't worry about that. Please don't worry about me. And next, number 14 is 饱. 饱 is full, not full like stupid. Full like full up. Right? You eat a lot, so your stomach is full up. 饱. You can use the word 吃 before that. 我吃饱了. I eat to the extent that I'm full. Or just say 我饱了. 我饱了. 你饱了吗? 我饱了. Very easy to use. If you are in China and if you are a guest to a family, or you're asked to have dinner with the Chinese family or people or friends, they might ask you to eat a lot, especially from the older generation. They like to force other people to eat a lot until you're very, very 饱. Okay? Now, keep that in mind when you're in China. Next one, number 15, is 包. 包 is a bag or a package. It can be used as a noun, or it can be used as a verb, like to wrap something. It's a very popular item among the females, especially Chinese ladies. They love 包 very, very much. Okay, and especially the expensive 包. And sometimes the bag is so expensive, so delicate or expensive that you need another 包 to wrap this 包 up when you buy it, right? So in that case, we would say 把我的包包起来, to have my bag wrapped up. Yeah? So two 包 together, but they mean differently. One is a verb and one is a noun, right? All right, so that's that, and we have now 5 words there. Let's try to make a one long sentence with all 5 of them. Just have a bit of fun. Now, how about 我吃饱了? I ate. I'm full. Right? I ate and I'm full. Then I was asked by my boss to go to the office to help take the bag. How about that? 我吃饱了就被老板 is a boss 叫去办公室 office 帮忙 to help 拿包 to take the bag or fetch the bag. Right? I think that's all we have today. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.